think there is still a bit of a stigma around identity and like who you are with and without makeup.
People expect you to be the stereotypical gay, so they want me to know about hair, makeup, or the girls want me to go out with them.
To try to be someone else is a waste of the person that you are, and that is so true.
Fenty Beauty offers products in 40 unique shades.
The girl has just chosen their first ever cover boy.
It's called Feather Eyebrows, and it's the latest beauty craze to hit Instagram.
My name's Josie. I am known on Instagram, Twitter and YouTube as Josie Peaches. I have a YouTube channel based on beauty and fashion, and I also study musical theatre at Liverpool Media Academy as well. I started my channel when I was 18, almost 3 years I've been doing YouTube now. I always watched YouTube from when I was about 15 and I always wanted to, but I was probably too nervous, and then when I got to year 11 in school I started suffering really badly with anxiety. All my confidence was just knocked straight out of me and I just thought there's no way I could ever do that. And then my mum bought me a camera and said it's going to be a waste of money if you don't use it, so now you're going to have to start a channel.
I'm Jake Roberts, I'm from Warrington and I work in a call centre for British Gas. As a child I was a bit awkward. I was into horror films, so I didn't really have that many friends at first. Year 8 realised I was gay. It wasn't really a big thing. And from that, people expect you to be the stereotypical gay, so they wanted me to know about hair, makeup, or the girls want me to go out with them. I kind of ended up lying and just like wearing like pink hoodies and tracksuits, and I dyed my hair purple and like it's straight in it. And then I used to wear makeup, but I'd like, instead of getting my own, I used to wear my mum's, and my mum's like completely white, so it was like probably pasty. Obviously I was a teenager, so I had quite a lot of spots. So at first it was to cover up spots, because I noticed with concealer you could just hide these little bits. And then it developed from like little bits of concealer to like a full-on face, and then it was just a bit of mascara. But I remember I used to go in and like classmates were fine, but obviously you weren't allowed to wear makeup, so I'd spend so much time wiping off all this makeup. I used to paint my nails as well. What they always said to me, they were like, the girls have to, so we have to with you. People always give you shit, like especially lads, they don't understand it, but like I wasn't really bothered, because I was so like caught up in that I am this queen bitch, no one can touch me. I really didn't give a shit. So I've always been into horror films, so like when I was younger, like I didn't really like stand up for myself or anything. So like watching horror films where you're seeing these big ass scary bitches like shanking people up, that's always a way you can sit there, you're kind of like getting like your visual revenge.
My first experience of makeup was probably from a young age. When I was about 6 or 7, I started competing in dance competitions, so had to have full face makeup, blue eyeshadow, red lips, the lot. I was never particularly interested in it. It was a little bit of a chore. It was like, oh, I've got to put my makeup on before I go on stage, but I've got an older sister as well, so when I got to maybe the age of like 12, she started doing it for me, and then I taught myself from there. I've never felt like I have to wear makeup. Maybe for a small amount of time in school And then when I got to the age of 15 and 16, I was just like, you know what, who cares? Like, I'm not bothered. And then just as I've got older, I kind of do it because I like it, not because I have to.
So at first, when I first started drag, it was, I hadn't been to any shows. I was underage, I was 17, I think, when I first started doing it. I'd been to see Priscilla Queen of the Desert with my nan when I was younger. So that was how I first knew about drag. And then obviously RuPaul came along. One of my friends, Jamie, he introduced me to it, started watching it with him. And he already had his own show in Warrington. And he said at one point he needed a backup dancer. So I didn't have that much knowledge except RuPaul. So to me it was, right, you have to have these blended faces. Everything's got to be polished, perfect. You've got to be able to sing, dance, blah, blah, blah. And then I started going out and I saw queens that maybe weren't as polished look-wise, but did amazing performing. So I don't know, I'm not a stereotypical drag queen in the fact that I'm quite messy about it. I don't really care. Like Lord Salem is a branch of other people. Like I've got Lois, who's always from the start done my makeup. I do bits of it, you know, sometimes it depends on what we do. And I've not got the resources all the time at the moment for, this isn't a career for me, like I said before, this is a hobby, that's why I don't take it that seriously. Back in the day I was very much like, right, we need to start learning new makeup now, and we'd go through it together. So like she'd do a bit, I'd do a bit, but I'd rather look good now with as minimal effort and just have as much fun as I can with it.
I know a lot of people who have unfollowed accounts that promote, you know, the slim, blonde, tanned, like, girl, Instagram sort of babe, if you like. Especially with apps like the likes of Facetune and things like that. You can whiten your own teeth, you can enhance your own features, you can make it look like you've had surgery. So, I mean, everyone on Instagram who says that, like, oh, this is natural, it's probably not. It's good lighting, it's a good camera, and it's good editing skills as well. I think I do have an influence over the people that watch my videos just because people tell me themselves. Like, I uploaded a video the other day reviewing a foundation and someone commented and said, I seen you use this and I went and bought it and it's amazing and I love it. And I've had comments like that before, so I definitely do think that I have some sort of influence over the people that watch my videos. There is still a bit of a stigma around identity and like who you are with and without makeup and things like that, and like meme accounts on Instagram are full of quotes like, this is why you shouldn't take a girl swimming on the first date, and it's a picture of a girl with and without makeup. I just think that's wrong, but I do think that that is kind of on its way out now.
So when people ask like what my taste is and what my music taste is, like it's not a set thing. Like it literally go from Britney Spears to Marilyn Manson. Like, and Lord's style is very much always come from Marilyn Manson. I've adored him since I was younger, and I love that. I love the 90s grunge. And Sally from American Horror Story. It never was at first. It was, I never used to wear wigs. It was very boy, you know, club kid kind of drag.
Definitely Alexa Chung and Fern Cotton, they are the style queens in my opinion. And then I also take inspiration from my brother, just because when I was growing up he was like my father figure, so clothes and things like that, if he thinks it's cool, I also think it's cool. And also definitely Kurt Cobain and any sort of like 90s influence.
I know that I'm not a dancer, I'm a performer, I am a bit awkward sometimes, I move like a boy, I'm quite stiff, so when I'm dancing and stuff, obviously I perform the song, but I like getting scenes from films. That I've done a lot with demonic possession, and obviously if you've got a voice in the background and then going like to all sweet and then to the demon voices, there's certain little things you can play with.
I'm standing over her right now. That's my girl. Elle, you're going to abort the mission. We all work better than that. Oh, you don't know her shit! Will you keep your voice down? You don't know her shit!
It's a mask. It's like that no one's looking at you, especially because I do such a bold, like cartoony, less like natural look. Jake is a quite chilled, laid back. I don't really big social person. I do like kind of sitting in. Whereas Lord, if I'm in drag, I'm going out, and if I'm going out, I'm getting on it. So Lord's a party girl. The only times I remember when I was younger seeing men in makeup was in fashion, so if you're on a runway show. Now, like in recent times, I know lads that'll stick a bit of concealer under their eyes. Well, like I said, when I first started wearing makeup, it wasn't to look like a girl or anything, I just wanted to cover up. So makeup was a way that I could look comfy, well, feel comfy, but then also have something a bit different. And Mum didn't like it, and I thought she was I didn't think she was being homophobic, but I thought that she was kind of frowning on her son being feminine, and I was like, well, in 2012, 2013, you should be used to it by now. So it was makeup was just another way of being like, right, fuck you, hello, like look at this. And then now it's really is just for drag, and makeup completely makes you feel confident in drag, because It's completely changed your face, like you look completely different. Like it's mad. It's so fun. It's like becoming a character. Same thing with the horror films, like I was saying before about these like big villainous characters. Like you literally becoming this creature. It's fun.
Personally, my opinion on how cosmetic makeup is used is that you should use it however you want to. That's what it's there for. There's no rules. There's no one saying that you can't use it a certain way. And even if someone did tell you that, I would just do what I wanted with it anyway, no matter what I was told. I think makeup is definitely pushed onto girls a little bit more than it is with boys, but definitely within the last, I'd say, 3 years, there's probably been a rise in like the number of boys who wear it as well, and it does seem to be evening itself out a little bit. Hopefully within the next 5 years it'll just be like, makeup will just be a universal thing for everyone.